this video, I'll discuss about free body diagram. And before going to the video, please subscribe to my channel, watch these videos and also share it with your friends. So free body diagram is very important if you are about to give JEE Mains examination, NEET examination or any other examination related to engineering and competitive field. So what is free body diagram? So on easy language I can say that it is the method to express the forces acting in an object with the help of vectors, trigonometry and knowledge of coordinates. The essential thing is that you must know what are the Newton's laws of forces. So for example, I have, this is a kind of a box, or you can take any, let us say, car or a watch. When it is kept on a table, it experiences four kind of forces. All these forces are equal in nature, therefore the object is kept in a static position and it does not move with respect to the observer. At first we have the mg, that is the force or the acceleration observed by the object due to the gravitational force. Then we have the ma, that is the acceleration, Fo, that is the frictional force, and N, normal. Now with the help of an example, I will tell you the steps which are required to solve the questions related to Newton's second law and Newton's first law of motion. So stay tuned. So I have a question here which says that a block of mass m is pulled on a smooth horizontal table by a string making an angle theta. If the acceleration is a, find the force applied by the string and by the table on the block. So the question says that we need to find the force experienced by this block. So I will tell you the essential steps which are required to make its free body diagram and to find its solutions. So just identify few forces and I'll write them on this board. You can try it by yourself first and check it with me. So as you guys know, the first step is to decide the system on which the laws of motion are to be applied. The system may be a single particle or a block combination of two or more blocks kept apart from each other. And the thing is that they should have the same acceleration or identical acceleration. So what we can decide the system here is this block. So our system is this block and we will take this into our consideration, not the string, not the table, only the block. Now the second step is identify the forces. Yet another important step is the identify the forces step. This is the second step. Why it is important? Because by knowing this and this, you can make its free body diagram which will help you to make out its answer. Once the system is decided, make the list of the forces acting on the system due to all the object. Okay. What you get is that this step helps you to identify the forces acting in a object. Here I can find that one is the acceleration force, another is the frictional force which is neglected due to for your convenience, and the third force is the mg, normal. For drawing normal, it is always perpendicular to the object. So if I want to draw the normal will be in this direction. So now let us move on to our third step, which says that make a free body diagram. So why it is important? Let me explain you. Free body diagram is important because represent the system by a point in a separate diagram and draw the vectors representing the forces acting on the system with this point as a common origin. One necessary thing is that the forces
distributed in a plane should be coplanar, and they can be in a space or non-planar. We shall rarely encounter the situation dealing with non-planar forces. For
these type of question, we generally take the coplanar sources, but when you go for engineering, you will find that the systems are taken, particularly mechanical. You will find that the proper application of mathematics and physics in mechanics is present. So you can just explore the book if you want. There you can find question has been solved with the help of Newton force acting in a non-planar system. Now, what is the fourth step? The fourth step, you might guess it right, that is choose the axis and write the equation.
if the forces are coplanar, then we need only two axes, x and y axis, whereas if the forces are in space, we need three axes, x, y and z. If the system is in equilibrium and any neutral perpendicular direction is in plane diagram, we may choose as the axis right components of the force in x-axis and equate them their sum to the product to the mass of the system and its acceleration. This gives equation. Write the components of the force along the y-axis and make and equate it to the sum to 0.
You can get it that we need to just make equations and equate it to 0. Basically, this fourth step is the combination of all the three steps which you get at the last, which you practically formulated. Now, stay tuned to the next video. In next video, we'll solve this question and present the answer. Thank you for watching and like and subscribe to my channel. Download the app Chemistry by Himanshu Pandey and join the free test series going on for JEE and NEET. That's all for this video, and do subscribe. The part 2 of this video will contain the solution for this question, and I hope you got the idea behind these 4 steps. And if you have any doubt, any suggestion, then just mail me, or you can follow me on Quora. My Instagram ID is erio.pust. My Quora link is Tushar Singh Quora. Thank you.